What's up YouTube? This is GMac, another video. I'm going to show the good with the bad. This is an example of someone that is being impulsive and not following their plan, and I seem to do this especially right after I get a payout because I think I know too much, and I think I can just do whatever instead of sticking to my plan. If I would have stuck to the ATM model, I would have been good, but let me show you what I did so you can learn from my mistake, and we'll get it back. I mean, there ain't no worries there, but basically the ATM model is, this is where we opened up right here. Okay, we moved down, we're waiting on it between the highest high and the highest low between 6 and 7. So this was the high and this is 7, so this is the low. So we attacked buy side first. Perfect delivery off of that order block right here. As you can see, we was bouncing off of it. I'm trying to point, but you can see the arrow. We just kept bouncing off of it, and then we come up to it. We break this high. Let's go to a 1 minute. This would have been your entry on the ATM model. So this high is right here. We plowed through it. The first PD array is right here. Fair value gap 1, 2, 3. You would have entered right in here because we had a closure right on it. Then it goes up, then comes down and closes. That would have been a perfect entry, and then we run. Perfect ATM model. It's still in progress, but you can see from here we've already ran 30 handles. I mean, that's, if you can catch 20 handles, you're every day you're gold. And my dumb butt, I'm trying not to beat myself up, was I was trying to go short right here in this fair value gap off the opening, and give me a little reaction, then come up, give me a little reaction, then I broke my rules. I kept moving my stop, and yeah, we had a bad trade, max loss. Actually, a little more than max, because even though I've got it set at a certain dollar amount at 300 or 350, whatever it was, because I had this, because I moved the stop so high, and it moved as soon as I got out too, which was crazy. But I just have to practice what I preach. Follow your rules, stick to your plan, and not be impulsive. And I've been doing a good job of that. But I got a payout, and I'm like thinking, pride, ego, whatever it is, on top of being impulsive and not waiting for the model to present itself, because it did perfectly. Would have had no drawdown. Would have been waiting on a reaction in this wick, and then as soon as I saw this close right here below it, I would have entered in. Stop would have been 5 handles, which would have been way above this high, and then we run. So I'm not going to just show the good. I have to show the bad, as bad as I don't like to sometimes. But that's going to help me learn. And the way I journaled this is, I try not to beat myself up in my journal, because Daddy ICT says not to, so that's what we try to emulate. He took a short prematurely on impulse. I need to wait for my model to present itself like it did right after I was stopped out, laughing out loud. Almost minus 1%, close to a $500 loss. I broke all my rules all the way around, but I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to practice what I preach, and we're going to get it back tomorrow. That's basically how I journaled that. I'm locked out. I'm not going back in. The model is there. It's there pretty much every night. I just did a poor job of executing it based on trying to do too much. Instead of waiting on the bearish reaction to give me a PD array to enter off of, I'm trying to enter before the PD array, And that's a recipe for disaster every time. You have to wait on the PD array to present itself and then enter in the fair value gap, or enter, if I was entering off this order block, which I should have been, um, then we could have done that and put the stop, at the mean threshold of that, or, down in the 1 minute, like I was saying. As soon as we respected this, we went up, but that's where it closed back right here. It closed back below, so that should have been a perfect entry, and then boom, we ride this thing down. 30 handles, if we get 20 of those, 30, I'm perfect with that. That would have been right here in this wick. But just being transparent, I frigged up tonight. I wish I wouldn't have, but it's definitely a learning experience, and I have to do better. I have to practice what I preach. I have to follow my rules, and that's all I got to say is stick to your plan, stick to your rules, don't beat yourself up, and set yourself a limit. That way, if you go on tilt, it'll stop yourself and you can come back tomorrow, because you're going to see, I'm going to come back, we're going to get it back, it's no big deal. As long as I learn from it, it's not a big deal. If I keep this behavior up, that's not good, but we're not going to. We had a slip, we had a fall, we're going to get back up, and I will be live streaming tomorrow. My balance finally reflected, so I was having some trouble there loading the top step screen to get my balance. My payout has been deducted, so it should be hitting my bank account anytime. And we'll take the good with the bad, and I appreciate y'all. We're almost at 100 subs, so we'll just keep grinding and keep growing and together, and hold each other accountable, and all that good stuff. But I appreciate y'all very much, and until the next time, God bless you and good luck trading.